Facebook world.
Right. Hello out there in TV land. And we are live, Joe.
Live, freaky and live.
Freaky live, all the way live.
Programs. Got the programs. Got the programs. Got the program. Got the program. Got the program. Got the program. Got the program.
Be yourself. Talk your shit.
You on the show.
What's up? It's different. It's a different setup. I've been behind the camera.
Welcome back. Good evening. Welcome back to the Detroit Talk Your Sugar Honey Iced Tea podcast, where I am your host with the most. I am King I-Self number 7. And I am joined with my co-host, my usual co-host, my ace, Boogie, my nigga, my good brother. How you doing today?
What's going on? It be me. That is I, which is Michael Belly. What's going on?
Slim with the tilted brim.
Ha ha.
My nigga. And we are also joined with a very special guest today. We are here with Mr. Pulley. He is one of the most awesomest car mechanics I've ever known. I'm not just saying that because, we family, but it is what it is.
You do what you do.
Right,
True,
what's
indeed.
up, everybody? All right.
Take care of
I'm
your
trying my
shit.
best out here.
Welcome to the dungeon. Welcome to the trap. All them good shits. Welcome to the show, cuz. How you doing today?
All right.
Wow, fist bump, fist
Welcome
bump.
to the lair.
Right.
Right. Welcome to the spot where we just talk shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
On various topics or whatever. But first things first, you are an auto mechanic. You know what I'm saying? You got your own woo-wop going on. So, let the people know what you got going on.
I basically work from home most of the time. Just due to the coke. I like to keep a job on certain shops, but right now I'm at home. And everything's been moving pretty good. It's decent, I got a little tent set up. So
Right.
I could be out of the elements. Got my little heater
Okay.
for the winter time. Got a little fan for the summer.
A little,
It's hot. It gets hard
a
sometimes.
little pop-up
Yeah.
car port joint.
Right. As long as I can get it done.
Yeah.
It gets it done. I do my little shit done.
Yeah, and you do awesome work because you rescued my keister quite a few times and got my car back on the road every time. So
Cuz do shit right, man.
He do.
He don't be nigga rigging shit. You know what I'm saying? Fixing shit just for the temporary, the status, or whatever. No, he knocks it out. He makes sure your shit tight.
Right. 'Cause I don't want you coming back.
Hey, right. I was
Right.
just about to say, don't nobody come back
Don't
complaining
do it
like
right.
you didn't fix my car right or whatever. So,
I might have made some wrong diagnostic on some people where they just
diagnosis.
prognosis and looking into stuff. They take too long at getting it done and the situation get worse.
Right.
It's
Right.
more harsh
I'm
for
guilty of that.
and more drastic, and then they want to come back saying, "Oh, you said it's the same thing." I don't worry about what I said because more could be added to the list. It's either man, woman up to take care of your responsibility and your business to make sure everything is gonna be done right, or you can take it down the street because my uncle. I got to stand here and represent for my uncle too, OP. I should have brought him with me. But it's been busy. It's been pretty busy every day. I got to take Sundays off. But,
Yeah. I tell people that all the time, you know what I'm saying? You gotta reserve one day for yourself. If God took a day to rest, you can too. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? To reserve one day out the week where you won't do nothing but rest.
That's true. That's true.
It's good for the body and for the mind.
And first and foremost, you always got to give it to the man. Always got to give him his
But
props.
where can the people find you?
I could be found on the west side in Detroit, in the area 5 and 6 miles. Linden. If anybody familiar with the street, Linden, Schoolcraft. I'm off in that area, working and, basically doing my thing.
Okay.
Try to get as many as 3 to 4, depending on the workforce and how much, work has to be done.
Right.
I do use power tools because without power tools, your hands can't move everything. That's for real. You'll find yourself breaking and exhausting, your resources, which is your hands. That'd be your tools.
Right, cramping up.
Your tools, most of all. I always got to renew tools and buy things. Some people, you charging too much for this because you saying you got to get this. Nah, I know I'm going to have to replace it after using it on your car. Certain cars you can look at from a distance like, oh, this place kind of hurt.
See, I spoke on that before. It's like, man, the price is the price. So that's why when you tell me, how much you tell me when I come to you, like, I need this done, you give me the price, that's what I'm paying.
Yeah, but the price can change because it's a true factor. How things can happen when you're taking stuff off of a car, removing things and replacing something.
Breaks.
Yeah, I mean, it's not, it's man-made things, we all, it's like a winding clock. Go ahead, you can pass it on. It's like a winding clock, that's basically got to be taken care of. Take care of the clock. Sometimes you got to go in and spin the bearings when it also requires taking the joints loose.
Right. That's my point. It's
that
like
joint can
they
end
don't
up being bad, being taken apart from the spindle.
I didn't do enough jobs on my shit to where I know where I was taking shit off. I know I fucked it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the gas tank strap on the motherfucker. You kind of remember when you was doing that shit?
Yeah.
And the motherfucking nut was stripped in place.
Spinning.
It was just spinning. I couldn't get the fucking tank down without getting the strap off.
Yeah, it's called a lock.
And we ended up having to cut that strap, go to the junkyard, and get another strap.
Because we couldn't get up in there with the power tools and start some solder, some sawing, and causing all these sparks.
Yeah, I think I broke the little lug on the post, the cable, the battery connector. When I was switching that off, that man, one turn, and that joint just got like so loose. I was like, damn, that motherfucker loosened up a little bit too easy. Turned out that bitch broke in half. It's like, damn.
Cars is tricky, man. Cars can be real fickle and tricky, man. They really fucked up and pissed off at
Yeah.
Hey, that's true.
Yep, I
true. A car can't
pissed off at that motherfucker. Like, this piece of
That's
shit.
your most harsh time. You might
I just stripped lug nuts, changing
like,
tires,
this mess here.
Man.
trying to tighten that, you know what I'm saying, trying to loosen that bitch, because that bitch was on there extra tight, and strip that bitch. Now I gotta get another lug nut.
Man, this piece of shit. How you pissed off at that motherfucker.
Kicking the tires
How
and
you
shit.
throw the motherfucking ratchet at the windshield. Like, bitch.
Wake up and stuff, right? It'll be over with.
No, I don't kick a tire,
Man,
Look up.
kick the fender a little bit, like, bitch.
that shit had your ass ready to fuck your car up more.
Hell yeah, out of frustration.
Cars, man, cars.
They can be tricky on some stuff.
Yeah,
Weather
they can.
change here.
Some
and
simple
elements
shit.
Take over, right?
Some shit that you
Elements
think is simple.
put you down in the
Nigga.
rut quick. The city is rough. The
Have
streets
your
is
ass
kind of
lost.
jacked.
And there's some dumbass drivers out here too.
It is some dumb drivers.
I know. I witnessed a few coming here today. Like, damn.
What was one of y'all
There's a few
pet
range
peeves of dumb drivers? What is y'all, when y'all see motherfuckers do some dumbass shit and it just irks your nerves?
Well,
Pulling off from a green light, late as hell. Light green for
Okay.
like 5 seconds. You like, man, go. The fuck?
there's
Okay.
a lot of them for me,
Yeah,
but
that shit pisses me
at
off.
the
Okay,
same
that's-
time,
You
What about you,
I'm
cuz?
gonna put a harsh one out there for you. My biggest pet peeve is a person that know that you wants to pass them and get in front of them, and they won't let you over.
Right.
Oh, they being
They'll
petty about it.
speed up, they'll slow down just to keep you trapped. and
Okay.
noticing
That's a
that
good
you're
one.
doing that.
That's a
and
good
that's how road rage can
Start.
start.
I was about to say that
I
got road
slow
rage
down, I
written
see
all
somebody,
over.
I'm in their way. I look back. I know if I notice you. You know, if you pull up on the side of me making a rage face, well, let me go on back up and I'm away.
I got
go
one.
on
He
ahead.
said making the rage.
I got
Yeah,
one.
Rage
you know,
face.
I got one for
face,
y'all.
like, you know, that rage face.
I'm trying to
that
get
look
over,
like
nigga.
either they up in the air with it or they looking at you side eye and just
I
grim
got one
face
for
at the
y'all.
light.
And this shit grinds my gears every fucking time. I hate when motherfuckers get over without signaling.
Yeah.
It's like, nigga, how the fuck am I supposed to know where the fuck you going?
Yeah, that's
Or
what you gotta
signaling
do.
at the last minute. You
Niggas
know
do
you
that.
finna go
Niggas
up
do that all day.
2 blocks or 1 block. Take the next block before and turn your signal on. Don't just turn it
Right,
on.
don't
as
turn
you come
your
into a
signal
stop to
on
make
10
that
feet. 10
or
feet
that
before
right-hand
you about to turn.
Yeah, don't.
That's some dumb
I've
shit
got a
too.
lot of that pretty
Please,
bad. And
Detroit drivers,
I
stop
ride
doing
on
that.
22, so
You
that
know who
shit
you
can be
are. Stop
dangerous
doing
for
that.
me. I would have to immediately either cut the person off next to me and that's another thing I don't like, people being on the side of you. You always got to keep that space in between each other. If we got to sit there and look like tic-tac-toe going straight back and forth, left and right, keep a space between the car in front of you and the car on the side of you and the car behind you. If y'all ride neck to neck, one of y'all give, and let the person keep
I
the
hate
ladder.
tailgate.
So if something emergency really had to happen with somebody driving stupid, wicked, and crazy, they could probably pull an S all the way through the crowd. That's just driving safe. Because you also got people that's been running side streets lately, just dipping out into busy streets.
Another thing I can't stand either is when you on the freeway, you in the right lane, and there's a car coming on the ramp, going slow as fuck. He's supposed to be
That's my
getting
second.
up to speed.
That's
so he
my
merge.
second
Coming
pet
down on the
peeve.
freeway doing 45. Like, what the fuck is you doing?
Yeah, like nigga, you supposed to be accelerating, my nigga.
That can cause
That
an
shit,
accident.
That shit pisses
God.
me off too. When you getting on the
Definitely.
freeway, nigga, you supposed to be accelerating.
Yes, that can cause.
You ain't
an
supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, pussyfooting getting in.
That's where the
And
car.
how it work out, it always works out. Somehow y'all gonna meet.
Yeah,
In
that
some
joint.
way.
Yeah, and
And
that
it's like,
one
man, would
lane
you
to
come
connect, the connected
Yeah,
or
it's
coming
like,
lane.
God damn.
Especially on
Yeah.
Southfield.
Yeah, you.
'Cause the merging
I
lanes
mean
is
that's
short.
everywhere.
That's any freeway,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
everywhere.
No,
All
saying-
I mean, yes, but
Oh.
Southfield Freeway got the shortest merging lanes that I've
Out of
experienced.
all the freeways,
Yeah, especially in Michigan.
Southfield.
But like Ohio,
Yeah, they
Pennsylvania,
are
they merging
short.
lane long as shit.
Come right in on you.
They got a good 200 or 300 foot motherfucking lane,
long
merging lane
distance
in
merging,
Ohio
yeah.
and Pennsylvania.
Oh, yeah. For the motherfucking
You got
merging
about
lane, for
you
the
got
long merging
you got about
lanes,
30, 40 feet.
You got the dumbass people that like to ride the fucking merging lane until the end.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Then
dumb
they want
as
to
hell.
merge to get over.
Nah,
Like, what the
that's
fuck?
That's bad too. That's bad.
Oh my god.
I don't like when they be bunched up like
Oh my
that.
God, it's
like I
like-
say, spread apart a little bit. Everybody, if we get a glance at each other, that's all you want to
Like,
see.
I hate
That's
to
cool,
say it,
but
but-
don't be riding on the side of the person.
Michigan got some dumb drivers.
It's
And
dumb
then wanna
drivers
get
all
mad
over
when
the
somebody
world,
wanna
though.
get over
I mean,
them.
all across the country.
Ohio got some conservative drivers.
'Cause you got California.
Pennsylvania got
California talk about how
Some-
the Koreans
you
drive
get the-
over there.
nigga, I'm coming. And New York just got some aggressive driving all together, nigga. They don't give a fuck. They pedestrians is reckless. They walk in the middle of the street in traffic like they won't get hit by a car.
That's because they overpopulated out in that piece.
Nigga, that does
Yeah,
not
never
mean
go
you got to
outside.
throw out the thought of, nigga, this car can hit me, nigga. Like,
You'll never go outside in fucking New York and see one person outside walking.
I did.
You'll see a whole like.
I did, but that was only because
There'll be a lot of folks in.
multiple people.
I did, but that was only
Said
because
big
of the
groups,
pandemic. When we was in Manhattan, it was like the first day of the shutdown. So it was like that first day, it was populated the motherfucker.
Somebody walking to the
You would see
bodega,
it was lively.
Somebody walking.
The next day, when
somewhere.
Carmel was like, it's a wrap. It was a ghost town, nigga, in motherfucking New York. Ghost town. Y'all was mad as hell.
Somebody walking to the subway. Somebody walking to the bodega. Somebody walking somewhere in that bitch.
Y'all rode around?
I'm just saying, New York.
Y'all rode around?
We walked around.
Y'all walked around?
Hell yeah, because we was.
I heard there was a lot of bubble gum and nasty stuff on the ground.
yeah, New
Ain't
York nasty as fuck.
Ain't no public places.
Hell yeah, you heard it here. You heard it here. New York is nasty as fuck.
I can't.
But at the same time,
I probably have to drive everywhere I go.
No, you be alright, man. You walk around Detroit, you be alright. But at the same time,
Yeah,
it's a beautiful city.
Man, I might have to.
It's a beautiful city, but it's still nasty at the same time.
I've never been there. I heard it's a great place to visit.
It is.
It got a lot of swap meet stuff.
It is.
Swap meet
a lot of
real
going on the strips.
Yeah,
a lot of shops.
We ain't even gonna get into the subject of that. But
man, New York is
car
awesome.
game is something, man. You know, I've been learning for a long time, and I'm always learning.
It's constant elevation.
Yeah.
That's what I admire about you.
Yeah, you know, I enjoy doing it to see the outcome of people. Oh yeah, you did that. You know, I got that fixed, and it wasn't high as the shop, and I didn't spend too much. Sometimes it be high. I got some friends that want me to be straight down slum price, but I gotta live, and my price is always more than half of the dog.
You know what I find amazing about Cuz though, with this car shit? It's like he just know the shit. You know what I'm saying?
It took a minute to get that.
Yeah, it's like I know what you mean, Mike. You talking about like the underlying nuances of it, like. You be hearing sounds, bro.
As if you went to motherfucking school.
I did.
I know you did, but I'm just saying, you went to school and you like really was like deep off into that shit.
Right, because I can still use my ASC too.
My thing is,
I ain't got it all.
And then you move on.
You
move on
shit.
to the new car. You move on to the new car. It's like it ain't shit. I know what to do.
Because I'm steady learning. I'm steady looking them up. Different little common things.
My thing is, how do you hear the little small sounds?
Well, looking at
and be like
over the time
and be
of
able
learning,
to
most
decipher.
cars are still the same under under the hood aspect. There's a lot of added sensors and components and units, but most of all, it's still the same. It's still the same. The cooling system is a little more tighter. There's some, the rings are different a little there, and different parts they better the part, and most of all, I enjoy doing it and learning at all times of how to do it, how to get it done, and figure it out what tools I need. Because tools, like I say, you can't just go at it with your bare hands. That'll never happen. So you gotta always be on top of your tool.
What sparked the thirst for
fixing things?
But cars.
Fixing things. My mother always say, I see a lot of stuff get broken easy. It was just me and my 4 sisters. And, I always seen a lot of stuff get broken. Some simple things, girly things. And pretty much everything just, panned out and started doing the right in school and looking into how to do things.
Yeah, but what got you infatuated with fixing cars?
Fixing household products, like I say, started at home as a little boy.
Okay, that was just next level shit.
Even things I broke. Yeah.
All right, just cars was just next level because you.
I noticed a lot of everything that was man-made really didn't last that long.
Right.
It grew age, whether if it was outdated to the next level or somebody buying a new one or the old one just got bad. And early aspects, it went bad.
And then there was some shit that you just took apart. Just
to see. And then that's another thing I kind of don't have under my belt is my electricity. But I kind of gave up on digging off in the search because I know the solder was involved on a lot of things. And solder can be very dangerous, and I like it. I like working and fixing things, but that's the only thing, I haven't really fished after soldering and doing certain things.
Electrician.
Yeah, so I send you to the electrician, and I got a few guys, I be like, I got a guy for you. I can't get it, I will send you to somebody that.
And then I tell people that. I tell people
that
all
on
the
the
time.
path. It's always about saving and making it work even when you don't have it.
Right.
Prospect of the key of all of it is basically help those. And it's not always about the money.
Yeah, that like when I had my uncle on the show a couple episodes ago, and I was articulating that I pulled different character traits from the loved ones around. You know what I'm saying? Like with you, I pulled just that it's always room to grow aspect, the constant elevation. Because I remember as a kid, you know what I'm saying, you was working on little mopeds and whatnot and shit like that, and then
Right, getting them started.
right, and then
Power
starting
up,
to see
you know,
niggas bring cars
jerking
over
cables out.
to the house, and Andina tripping because cars are sitting there
Yeah,
too
you
long.
remember my old school?
Yeah.
I was still
That
cutting.
was my first car.
I was there. We put that together. So
And just
I helped push that motherfucker with the Chevette.
The self-determination.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I also pulled that trait from it. You know what I'm saying?
I actually my first project was basically my second project in my whole life.
Yeah.
My very first one is who I got the car from,
Mm-hmm.
and that's Ivy Duncan over at well, it was Nation Studios back then. We had a candy store and all that stuff. I used to be with Big Bro all the time. That was my sister's boyfriend. I just, hung around him like a big brother at one point.
Ivy Daddy.
Yeah. Ivy himself.
Shouts out to Ivy.
Duncan Face. And I think it's Mixed Studio One now.
Yeah, I seen the commercial. Yeah, that's the name of it. I seen the advertisement before. And
I
I popped up. I was like, wait a minute, man. That's fam.
That's fam right
yeah,
there.
that's fam.
I lived some of my rough times with him and my sister in the studio. And I was a little security guard nigga on the side after a few things went down. I said, well, let me go over there and move over there with him. And I wasn't doing nothing too special, but I helped keep the place clean. I did a little something here and there until I got on my own. Yeah. My first car I helped him build his Cutlass Supreme. I think it was a 77 blue Cutlass. He took it to Earl Shive and got it painted. I wanted to paint it bad because we did that's the class I was in at that time.
He had the sweet body year too.
With the like a squared off G body type. Yeah,
that is hard.
It was a long slab though.
Yeah, that shit was hard.
It was a Cutlass, 77 Cutlass Supreme. He gave me my Cutlass Supreme. It had a 260 V8 in it. And I was like, oh, that's a little block, so I could probably hook a big block to it. And long story short, I got my first Le Mans motor, pretty much from the Judge.
That bitch caught rubber.
I forgot who I got it from.
That bitch caught rubber for like 3 hours.
That Judge, I bought the Judge on the street. That bitch burned rubber for a long time. The only thing I tell you, that car didn't want to leave me. I didn't want it to leave me either, but I sold it. The first cat I sold it to stumped the timing chain out of it. I told him, I said, it's yours once you do it. And I felt sorry for the car, so I bought that one back from him. Fixed the timing, and then about a good month or so, I was done playing with her. She was already a wild cat, She was strong and powerful, but I kind of miss my Cutlass. Yeah, that was my first thing put together. Painted it in high school, through vocational.
Bright Art.
Bright Art.
Fun fact about Mr. Pulley that y'all may not know or remember. Mr. Pulley used to be one of them dance motherfuckers back in the day. He used to be one of them jitting ass niggas on the wall.
I was a jit.
That shit used to be lit.
Jitter.
The old dog
but that's what make you skinny nowadays. You gotta eat extra, eat.
He had the old dog braids.
He let that go. Doing a lot of physical contact. Those were the 90s, 80s into the 90s and shit.
Yeah, all the way up to like 93, 94.
Like young, hothead, still in middle school, into high school. Man, life is beautiful. Life is not real educating at all times, y'all. So Even though I don't always pick up a book, I sure enough look and glance and learn something about what the hell's going on out here today.
Yeah,
I went and voted today. I did.
that's what's
I
up.
didn't really know too much of who to vote for, but
Right, it wasn't a lot of motherfuckers
following it. Right, each district had a
propaganda
different
for it.
name
Yeah.
for each different officer.
Yeah, but that's why
of
when
its
you
district.
get them names, when you first hear them names, you got to hit Google or hit the library or something and do your research on these motherfuckers. See what's up with them.
Yeah.
So you
sure
make an
enough,
informed vote.
Yeah, that do count.
You know what I'm saying? And when the proposals come up, you gotta read them shits.
I messed up a ballot too. I threw one in. It said the state don't mark more than one, and I just held the marker there, and it kind of bled into a corner.
Did
a
you
little
let
bit.
the official know?
And then I was gonna drop a name on one of the police commissioners from another district onto this district, and I was like, nah, I put a D up there for his name. And I said, nah, we're not going here and do that. Stay within the name category. It was only
Right.
2 in each district.
Right.
So I was trying to get the hang of that.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, voting
I
voting
blew
for
one.
state reps
redid it.
and proposals for city charters and all that, them shits is vital. You know what I'm saying? So that's the way you get your voice heard, where you stand. And when you got the city council meetings, show up. Let your voice be heard to the official face that you voted in. You know what I'm saying? Because the power is always with the people. So people need to invoke their power more, be more informed, so they can, invoke their power in a more informed way.
That's true. That's true.
What is your overall plan?
My overall plan, basically, I'm just staying humble right now. I would like to have a shop and like to have people working with me.
You're talking about a building, right?
A building, somewhat of a building.
A garage.
I mean, I could turn the little house I'm in now into a building if I find me another home. Go back. I would almost bought one right up the block, but
This is a good
I'm not
market for a
pressed for
house.
this shop thing. As long as I'm still paying Uncle Sam when he needs his money. I'm trying to keep up with him because it can get steep out there being, your own shop owner and everything.
Yeah.
You gotta know how to take care of some of the business aspects. Keep your name covered. Cause you want to try your best at helping people out, but it's not always the fact of help. In some stages, people will try to use you, but
Yeah, you gotta cover your own
I
ass.
want a business. I do want my own business, but I need a team of guys. I kind of stand for myself. Right. Just be honest with you. I stuck with myself. I got homeboys. Yeah,
Guys. That's
I know some guys. I could appoint you
working
to
with
even
them,
some
trusting
shops.
them.
Yeah, but I like to. I am kind of self-efficient on a lot of things because I'm afraid that some guys, because there is a right way, there's a half-ass way.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say wrong. There is a half-step way.
Right.
You can get your hands dirty at all times, but doing the job the right way and the way it requires, some people don't try to take that time out and plug their mind into that and do it the right way.
So your theory
And
is hiring someone that's not gonna have the same integrity
right,
as you.
like they gotta have that integrity.
do it
Right. And the 9 out of 10, them guys is on their own. They're in their own business. They doing their own thing. You can't say that.
Right.
I'm gonna pull this guy out of this building because I've had a lot of opportunities. I've worked with some guys at a shop, and we was in there packed. 6 guys in one building,
Right.
3 stall,
Huh.
2 on each one. I'm not splitting my money with you. I'm working to fix it, and then it's like a race.
Right.
Don't tear the customer car up because you in a hurry to get the car done. I mean, we gonna get it done and done the right way. They tearing up customer cars and making them pay for it. You can sit back and, dude, that's bold. I'm not gonna name drop, but
They know who they are.
they know who they are, and they know, that's
Yeah.
that's the
Stop
point
doing
of
that
being
shit.
careful for people.
Stop
and
doing that
it
shit,
the right
y'all.
way. Yeah.
If you out here
Because
like
you
that,
have
stop doing
those
that shit.
cut corners real hard that beat the shit out your car, knowing that they ain't supposed to beat on it. They supposed to use this tool to pull it out.
Don't be
You
half.
can beat on it.
If you
to knock
gonna
it
do
out.
something, don't use half your ass.
Yeah, you can't.
Use your whole ass.
You can't short stop them on
Use your
certain
whole
things,
ass.
but you might jack the threads off. So make sure you do it the way it requires. I've been in situations.
That's why I go to
where
Mr.
I
Pulley.
didn't have the tool. I would go and get the tool. If I can't rent the tool, I would ask the customer to get the tool. This is where the discount goes even greater. You know, just for helping people out.
Mm-hmm. See, and that's why I go to Mr. Pulley, and that's why I recommend and refer people to Mr. Pulley. Motherfuckers ask me like, when you clean my engine and I drop the joint, motherfuckers hit me up like, man, who's Mr. Pulley? Who cleans your engine? I'm like, man, that's Cuz.
Yeah, I like washing engines. So anybody want their engine, just come by and get the first wash. I charge $25. We going to the regular do-it-yourself car wash. Most of them have engine wash, and you know you can't wet certain components. You got to keep an eye out on the wash. Don't shoot and soak down everything, but the engine can be cleaned.
And it needs to.
And it needs to be cleaned so it won't run hot. Your parts get hot.
Yeah, and dust and
They
debris
get hot if you
causes
let that
corrosion.
dirt build up.
And
You know,
that
you got
causes
people
corrosion.
be spinning rocks and doing stuff on dirt roads, and that catches up with you.
That and
catches
them
up.
clogs, intake valves.
Oh, buddy, it catches up with you too. All
and
lines.
all that.
Remember the car pulling in air too?
Yeah.
Air and oxygen the same way.
Mm-hmm. The air filter is not blocking all particles.
That's right.
It can only block so much. So yeah, cleaning the engine is very vital. Matter of fact, this is also vital because I learned this is your pet peeve is motherfuckers is pulling up to get their car fixed,
engine dirty,
and they not just their engine,
right?
just their car
wash
just
the
dirty.
car, right? You had people spitting and animal death and roadkill, all kind of stuff on this car,
and you gotta get up.
And I gotta get up under there and deal with the mess. I ain't mad at you, but wash that sucker before you come see me. It's already dirty behind the scene. I gotta be on the outside with it dirty. Then you want to get mad at me because I put oil prints on your car. The fuck is I can't be mad. Excuse my language. I can't be too mad about
talk
that.
Your
but
shit.
At the same time,
talk your shit.
I'm gonna have to wash them cars before y'all come see me too.
True indeed. True indeed.
See me.
I'm
I'm
a victim of that. I'm learning.
There's a protection spray. Not the greaser spray. There's a protection spray that I like to put on the engines. Air it off, blow it off. Make sure it's white, detailed, clean, which gives it a shine. Some people, you sprayed Armor All. No, I don't spray Armor All on engines. You can catch fire. Yeah, there's a spray to make it shine. You can't just spray anything on it.
Yeah, Armor All is flammable.
And it's got to be treated the right way. So I do like doing engine protection sprays and, keeping my people. Watch the car before you come see the mechanic because I kind of take it as a disrespect thing. It's almost like spit on you. As long as you get the job done, I'm satisfied.
Okay. Learn to hear people.
I ain't
Watch
mad
your car before you go to your mechanic.
I ain't gonna be mad, but I don't like getting that dirty either.
You know what I'm saying? Before you go to the shop.
I love working on cars. I don't like the dirt either. So come see me if you want your engine washed. I'm in the west side of Detroit. I can even walk you through it if you want to do it yourself.
And you're going to have to walk me through a couple of processes.
It might be free of charge too. Just
oil changes.
On the phone too long where I tell you I'm busy.
Oil changes and tune-ups, you can walk me through that.
Twiddling his thumbs at home.
You got to be there with me.
Right. You can
like point.
You can
teach
me.
If I point, you're going to have to sit there and just watch and learn.
Teach me how to do an oil change and tune-up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to take, you know what I'm saying?
Easy.
Again.
Oil change is pretty easy.
I'm pretty sure it is, but I've never done it.
Yeah,
Cars is not my joint.
You do have those that don't know right.
Let the old oil drain out. put the new oil in.
It's more to it than that.
It is a little more to it than that. It is a little
Change
more.
the oil filter.
It's also patience because you can't
thing
just
is,
rush
Michael,
into things.
I've never done it before.
You gotta learn. First thing
I've
would
never
do
gotten
is
up under a
learn
vehicle
how
and
to-
I
change
never
my
did it
own
before
oil.
either when I did it.
The first
but
thing.
I know that that's what I'm
I'ma give
saying.
you a
Just
tip.
walk me
Here's
through
a
it.
simple little tip. The first thing I would do is look up the make and model of my car. Find out.
Right.
Find out what engine is in this thing. Okay, once I find out what engine is in this thing, I go to the auto parts store and ask them, give them that same make and model information, and tell them I want an oil change. And can you look up what type of oil go into my car? See, not the auto parts store is one thing, the mechanic is another.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let them piss you off, and you come to the mechanic mad because they didn't do you right. They threw you under the bus talking about the mechanic's supposed to do this type stuff. No. That's the difference between that's the difference between being a street mechanic, since people like to call them street mechanics, and shops. They go get your parts. They make you pay for your parts through them. Then you come and pick your car up after everything with a total back on.
Right.
So with the mechanic, you want to make sure you find out what it is, which is one price, and cheaper to check it out than to jump right into the fix. But like I say, oil change, find out what your car has, find out what type it takes, get the amount of the oil that it takes, find out what type of filter it has on oil filter, because most cars has oil filter. Even find out, some people start off bare hands. Find out what tool you need. Some might just be one wrench. In some cases, 2 wrenches. Find out what tools you get. You can buy them separate at all convenient auto parts stores, and that's how you can figure out how to change your oil. Find out how much is going back in there after you empty it all out. You can make the biggest mess and just have it all over the ground, but I wouldn't recommend that. Take the oil back to the auto parts store. They will also take it from you for recycling. Yeah, so you don't have to just throw oil away.
Didn't I know that?
Yeah.
You get you a container
Always
and
have
pour
it. Take the
that
6
old
quarts or
oil.
9 quarts of your car. Some
Back
cars hold different quarts.
Right. Bigger engines, bigger oil pans. Awesome. Very insightful information about cars.
Right.
I don't know shit.
It actually takes longer explaining it than.
Only thing I know how to do
really
with a car is change the tire and probably the battery. Check the oil.
Yeah. Some of my peas about customers.
I don't know how to fix nothing.
Knowing what you know, like some people are, oh yeah, I know how to do that. I know how to go to the auto parts store and get this and get that. But sometimes you gotta step back and make sure you got the right information.
Or you gotta ask the right question.
Yeah, ask the right questions. Think about it before you just utter it out. Oh, what's that thing called? And you call the mechanic back. That's because you just want the mechanic to fix your car. You didn't really care to hear about what it costs and how, what is this and what is that. Fix my car. Be the whole deal of the ordeal.
You must have got that a lot.
Oh yeah, I got a lot of
Man,
that.
just fix my
That's
car.
how I lost some of my best customers. Motherfucker pull up, hey, just fix my car. I say, okay, well, right now, you had a problem with a tire, and I sent you to change that tire. It was a Sunday, with no tire shop open. You went and bought this raggedy wobbling tire, and after I left the shop, my tire wasn't shaking like this. That means you gotta go back and get that tire again. Go to another shop. What? How you? So you telling me they sold me a bowl tire? Yes, they sold you a bowl tire. If it's shaking and it wasn't shaking before you caught that flat, it's a bowl tire.
Or
Knucklehead drove on it for a whole week.
You just ain't put that bitch on.
They don't put a weight on it, bitch, either.
Right,
like,
and it don't be balanced.
Yeah, it don't be balanced.
Yes, that's another
You gonna hit
factor
the
that matters.
freeways. You go hit the freeway and that bitch
Everybody don't know
wild
about
like a
balance.
motherfucker.
A lot of these used car shops do not have a tire balancer up and functioning.
They go hit the freeway, nigga. That bitch is
That's-
all over the place. Like, oh,
Yes,
get the fuck.
that is true. That is very true. I don't do tires myself, but like I say, there's places I can send you to get it done right. Used tires and all. You don't want to buy no used tire and they just slap a tire on. You want to have some type of information about some things you need. So, ask Mr. Pulley. You can look him up, Facebook me. I take requests, some strange. There's a lot of
you
people
on Instagram?
my Facebook page, I don't know. Yeah, I'm on IG.
Which IG? Let the people know your IG, because most people be on
know
IG.
what? I don't know my IG, and I just let you follow me on Facebook, and that's how we connect. Because IG is from Facebook, if I'm mistaken.
For those who's on the Facebook feed, you know, his name is tagged in the description, and his name is the same
It's
in the
actually
description
Mario
on
Pulley,
this show.
Which my last name. Yeah, Mario.
Oh yeah, on the
Mr.
I
Pulley
got
came in from a.
Oh yeah, it's on. Yeah, this one just say Mr.
in
Pulley.
the tree, I guess, and it was natural for me.
Yes, Mario Pulley on Facebook. Mario Pulley.
Yes, Mr. Pulley Auto Repairs. Mario Pulley is on Facebook.
Mr. Pulley Auto Repair. You might go ahead and get that LLC.
I have my LLC.
Oh, then you ain't been.
Yeah, I have my LLC. Now I got to get into writing more receipts and giving out warranties behind that. But I don't think I want to do warranties. The market with parts is kind of on the leery side. It's leery about how the parts is coming in and not lasting that long or not working. That's a whole other subject, though.
Yeah. Man-made products.
Man-made products. That's what actually got me started into this. And I'm like, I always wanted to, make my own part, patent the part. Certain parts can be a little better than what they are, but at the same time.
Wow. You have that ability?
If I can design it and a company can make it, yeah. Like designing, interior.
Well, you can.
Design,
you can come with a concept.
Auto design. I worked at Vistion before, I walked through there and I got a lot of sites on how they do things.
Okay.
Cars be cut out, claps, wax, and clay.
On the concept.
Yeah, most cars is covered up and stuff. And I just, I always took a tour there. I worked there for security. I didn't do nothing too inside of,
right.
And was that Randolph was in the back of it. Bosch, Roush came. I was just getting the insight of how everything was done, and I kind of built my own idea. I can do this thing too. I always thought it was just mostly about the schooling and wanting to really learn about how all of it is really done and down to a science. So I do look it up a lot, but it's a lot. It's a lot of learning. Keep going on. Each time you do go down that lane of fix it, because I always want to know.
Right.
So in some cases, I do turn to YouTube and get some things.
Refresh on some of these new models.
I even learn on how to do some of these models. Some things.
That's what I did when I did when I did my radiator.
Yeah, it takes more to look at things.
I looked at YouTube, and the first time I put a tune-up on my truck, I didn't know where the fucking spark plug, how to get to the spark plugs. I knew where they was at, just I didn't know how to get to them until I seen the video. And I'm like, oh man, this shit easy as hell.
I got a couple of about 3 tutorials.
I watched
myself on YouTube.
5 minutes of the video. I did once.
Really, I did not know that.
Yeah, I got 3 tutorials on there about fixing vehicles.
I'm about to look that up.
Yeah, you can look me up. If you look it up, I looked it up myself. That's what made me want to make the video. It's basically, it wasn't there. I was searching for it. One was a Chrysler 200. I think this was in 2017. The Chrysler 200, and how to do the radiator and disconnect that air conditioning line to the side of the radiator. kind of tricky game. You gotta let the AC out of the vehicle, and that was kind of a pity, but that's what it took to get to it. You gotta let the
some things with cars
yeah, you gotta dump
easy.
out the AC.
Are easy.
Oh, yeah,
You
free
know,
iron.
Break the radiator and don't put it back on there. You'll be taking a chance
I
at
mean,
bulging into the radiator. So
I ain't no
it had to be
mechanic, but
disconnected.
there's some things I do know how to do when it comes to cars, and I was just inquisitive and just interested in learning on how to do that shit. Like the
Right.
first thing I ever did to a car was put an alternator belt on, and that was that Chevette I bought for $200.
Yeah, I remember
I put the alternator. That was the
a
first
brown
time.
color car, wasn't
It was blue.
Blue.
I
That
remember
was
this
my
shit.
mama's Chevette. Yeah.
I remember this
But
shit.
that was the first thing I ever did, like mechanically to a
Yeah.
car. Just put an alternator.
Yeah, I remember this bad.
Yeah, I was wanting to touch them little simple belt adjustments back then. Now you're using springs and special tools to draw that belt off. Serpentine.
The first time I changed the tire, I thought I was the shit.
I remember the
like,
the
I
blue.
just loose. I did that. It
I
wasn't
remember
that
the
tight.
color
And when I put it back
Supreme.
on, I might have put it on too tight. I was like, well, let me look it up, see
I
how
was,
tight it's supposed to be. Then I got into specs.
I had to be a teenager. I had to be
Mhm.
like
Young,
17.
17.
I remember
16.
when Mario pulled out the motherfucking
I just kept
fender,
following it.
pulled out that fender and shit on that color Supreme and shit at Mike
Yeah.
House on stop.
Oh yeah, we
Tied
had a
that
little
chain up
accident
to
that
that
time.
tree.
You remember the little accident?
Yeah.
Looking at some butt.
You
I
you
looked
tied
up,
that
the light
chain up
changed,
to that
we
tree.
looked up, I looked back, the girl at the bus stop. It was a white man too. We hit a white man in the back. I ain't racist. He let us go. He said, I don't have no insurance.
He was bullshitting on turning.
Well, he stopped. He did. I mean, but I was still in the wrong for hitting him in the back.
But yes, true.
Anytime you in the wrong, you know.
True,
But he
true.
noticed. He did.
True.
He did acknowledge that
True.
he was wrong.
He
And I
probably-
thought you was mad at me over that. You know that.
Hell no.
Like that nigga can't drive.
He probably stopped.
Get in and be holding, gripping the door handles every time you get that person
No.
in the car. No, he drives.
No. We
I drive too fast sometimes.
you wasn't even accelerate.
right.
You
I
was on the
wasn't.
coast because your attention was diverted. So
Right.
you took your foot off the accelerator.
What
He
we
was
doing?
hell-
We
he
was
had
going to pay
all
my
the
house
room.
phone bill too. at
He
that
had
apartment.
all the time and space turn.
Right. He stopped.
He
Said
was
he
pussy
letting
foot
that
on
old
turn.
lady that was way on the other side coming across.
This was the Calais, right?
The Calais, the Oldsmobile
I
Calais.
think I was with you.
I was in my hard time,
I
yeah.
was with you. When
I
you
was
got
going
that.
through my midlife crisis when I when I was driving to Calais.
Yeah, that was a bold
Yeah,
time
yeah,
for
'cause
all
that
of them. We was
was-
all down on low
Because
key.
that was the downgrade from what he was driving before
Yeah,
that. He had
the
the Cadillac that he
yeah,
put
I had
together.
two Cadillacs.
You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah,
fixed
that
up.
one Cadillac I
But
got
in
from
that
Gibson.
moment and at that year, we was all down.
Yeah, it was. Nah,
Yeah.
Mike was up.
No, he wasn't.
Alan, you was
No.
starting, you
I
was
was down.
working. Yeah,
Man,
you was
we was
working.
down.
Alan was working. Nick was working. Nick had a Cutlass.
Man, we
I
was
had
down.
the Calais. I was living with Lily for a little while,
Good.
and when she was at the casino. Remember
Good.
them days?
Oh, yeah.
I'm
On
telling
Southfield,
you, we was
Freeway.
down.
You
What- this is how
Marie
bad
was
we was
getting
down.
married.
No,
And
this
the time
is
you
when
was so happy. You was so happy.
no, what? No, it wasn't. No, it
It
wasn't.
was.
This was the year before. This was actually this was 2 years before me and Marie got married. This was
2021. I mean,
This was 02.
2002.
This was like 01, 02.
99 was
This
the
how
change
bad
in
it
era.
was. This how bad it
I
was.
moved out my house.
I sold my TV for an ounce of weed to make money.
To make the money back. Hey. Yeah.
And pawn my PlayStation to buy groceries. Because it was like Mike had a PlayStation, Nick had a PlayStation, and I had a PlayStation. So I'm like, I'm about to sell this PlayStation so we can buy some groceries. Niggas was down, bro. Like, I don't know what you,
Right.
what you saw. We was
Hey,
down
I
in
had
that
some
moment.
rough moments too. I can't lie. I wasn't always up on working. You know, I was still in the process of learning and wanting to do things, and trying to grow. I had kids early. You know, my earliest was 18.
You was still
I
mourning
was
the
living
death
my
of
life to the
mom.
fullest. I had my little house. You know, mom's left me.
Shit, we was still mourning the death
I
of
took
our
off
mama.
pretty quick. You know, I took off pretty fast in it. I can't say.
I would definitely say that year I was still mourning the death of my mama.
Yeah.
01 to 02, so we was
Yeah,
down.
a lot of lives did change in the family.
Yeah, we had a
Midway to the end.
Nah.
Midways in the mid
Nah.
90s.
It started with
It started
with
It started in
the line.
'95.
It started with the line.
Yeah, it
It
started in
actually
'95.
started in 93, 92 with my mom's and my pops. You know, they was finally done. And she met this raggedy cat. And it was like the whole family was
I remember y'all was
Bert-
y'all stayed with us for a little
got
bit
sick.
over there.
Yeah.
But on
we was
Indiana,
running
they
from-
lived with
yeah,
us for a
she-
little bit.
She was
On
running
Indiana.
from Pops, rest his soul. I
That's
love
when
my
we- that's
father
when
no
we met
matter how
Sid.
bad he was on a lot of things.
That's when we met Sid at.
Yeah, that's when we met old Juicy. I call that nigga, I forgot. I used to call that guy. But he was alright. But he wasn't right for it. He wasn't emotion.
I know we had great
It was
childhood.
the days. Yeah, it was the
Great
days.
memories of
I
childhood.
stuck with.
We
I
was-
actually started off messing with electronic stuff, but it got me into the metal of things and the angles. But I stepped away from electricity
Yeah, I don't play with
because it's
electricity.
separated.
I do not play with electricity. That shit, boy. You see your life flash for your ass real quick.
They should have grabbed your ass and won't let you go.
Nope.
Hey, them new cars about to be grabbing that ass and they ain't gonna let go. They got a lot of votes coming up in the boys.
Hell
Florida.
yeah. The motherfucking Tesla.
Hey,
Yes,
the motherfucking
sir.
fire
Like
All that
department.
battery
Ford
board.
about to come out with a
Explosive voltage.
Motherfucking
And Ford engineering kind of
Yeah,
funny
fire
style
department.
anyway.
Better wrap up the double gloves, get the
I
plastic
don't know if I
rubber
want to fuck
gloves
with
and the
Ford.
mask. Oh,
that
that electronic that's electronic transmission. That boy is pretty nice. I looked him over pretty deep.
I'm only
He's got
saying that
electronic
because
transmission.
the semantic
That was the
semantics
most important
of
thing that I always
Ford
wanted
is
to
kind
see.
of bold. They engineering kind of fucked up.
They're a little more advanced than everybody else, though. They move a little faster on changing parts. That's where they go wrong at because they ain't making a big production of the same parts over and over and over and over. You know, you can lose a whole car because of a certain cluster part or a computer component if you don't get it secondhand trying to get it new. You know, a lot of that stuff is advanced. I like the way that transmission is in real life.
Because
You know, it beat that one way that GM went talking about an alternator starting up the car, and a double starter, 2 starters on the car, plus a big giant alternator with a cooler on it. What the hell is all of this? And an extra battery in the trunk. Some batteries cost up to $4,000. You got to change the whole floor pan out the bottom of the car.
it's crazy.
Yeah, and you know, that's just joint. I think them all joint ideas from Tesla and, you know, getting a big remote control, because I really think Tesla is a big remote control car.
Right.
It is, because
Tonka.
if you look at the motor, it's a big round thing, like the toys used to be made out of back in the day.
He said they out here with a
inside of there looking like
A
little tire.
full grown Power Wheel.
Yeah, wheel to wheel. The little motors,
Man, I
big
miss my
motors
Power
on the
Wheel.
wheels instead of the little
You
tiny
had a Power Wheel when
wheel.
you was a kid?
The Power Wheel?
Did you have one when you was a kid?
No, I wanted one. Actually,
You
the
had one,
neighbors
Mike?
gave us one.
They didn't have Power Wheels when we was kids.
Yeah, they did. They had Power Wheels in
The
the
Power Wheels
end of the
came out
80s.
like 75, 76.
No, not that early. About
That's what I'm talking about. Like the
1987,
Power Wheels came out
86,
in
87.
the 80s.
One in the
His
80s.
Nick
It was
had
in
one.
the end of the 80s.
I had one too.
Mid to the
Dad
end
bought
of the
Nick
80s.
a little 3-wheeler Power
Yeah,
Wheel.
he had the motorcycle joint. I had the fire truck that had the little water dispenser
I'm telling you,
spot.
Power Wheels wasn't popping in the 70s like that.
They wasn't.
You right.
They
You
wasn't.
right. Y'all
not
was
at
just on
all.
the big
You had
wheels.
pedal bikes.
I had a
and
green machine.
Yeah, I was gonna say I
I
had
had
a
a
green
green
machine. That sucker,
machine.
you steer that sucker like this, and you shoot. You can spin out on
A
the
green
boys.
machine went down how I used to do
Yeah,
that.
right.
I went from
Spin out
from
to
the
the
big
point like
wheel.
show you off. Yeah, put out you had the levy on the side, the emergency levy. You was killing it.
I went from the big wheel to the Power Wheel to the bike to the car.
About the same thing. I ain't caught the bus for ages. I'm gonna knock on plastic and keep the metal rolling.
Right.
But I ain't rode the bus since
I will, but
I forgot
I ain't trying to get back on that bus.
I rode it in 2000.
2014 was the
2000.
last time I rode it.
Man, that shit was
the
motivating.
time I rode it. My car
That
went
shit
down.
motivated me to get off that bitch.
I couldn't fix the timing right away. I had to get the money for the parts.
2014.
Yeah.
That's when I
And somebody
bought the
stole
Cherokee.
my tools out my car. My car got stolen.
20,
Cadillac got stolen from me.
2015, 2016 was the last time I got
Stripped
on the
that
bus.
boy.
2015, 2016 was the last time I got on the bus. I got my L's cleared up. Got them boys off the back, and I was able to be a licensed driver again.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as I got my L's, nigga, I rented a car.
You was on the map.
And when it was time to take that rental back, I got on with some money, and I bought Ironhide. So I went from the rental to my shit. I went back on that bus.
That's what's up.
And I'm trying my best not to ever
Who you
have to
telling?
get back on that bus.
I ain't saw that boy in a minute.
I hear that the fare is like
I had a
$2
bad
now.
accident in 2012. I was sitting at the crib for that whole week. By the next week, I was in another car. Like, forget this. The same thing, a year younger, and I'm still paying notes on that car. Nigga ain't had no insurance. Shoot, I ain't had no insurance money to keep bobbing in every month. It kind of came down now, so I'm trying to keep insurance, you know.
Mm-hmm. Right. We do our best, but in Detroit, insurance is extremely high. It's the area. It's not what it used to be. It used to be the driver. It's not the driver anymore. It's the area.
And I like to say, what's up, families? I see you out there.
Right.
Is that Nick you watching?
Yeah, I see Nick
Family.
name. I see Catherine name.
Hey, Cat.
I saw April name earlier. I think I saw Lily.
That's
Yeah,
Lily.
But yeah, man, it's like I'm blessed to have you on the show with us. You know what I'm saying? Glad you here.
Anytime.
You know what I'm saying? Thank you for
Had to make a free day, but it's all good. The customers didn't show up. Money is getting funny. The government checks are now cutting short.
Oh yeah, they been
Yeah,
that's why everybody hiring.
That's
ain't
when
nobody going
everybody
back to
start
work.
getting real funny about their little money.
See?
Like,
And that's the
better
thing.
have been saving your stuff, baby. Live off that little bit. Keep that money for you. Did you get your hustle?
No.
Did you find your hustle?
But that ain't the problem. The problem is they was getting more money. Now I'm gonna say we, because I was in that boat. We was getting more money sitting at home
True.
than what we was going to work. So now it's time to go back to work, and it's like I really don't want to go back to work for them pennies. So they really trying to hold out for something to match what they was just getting, as far as the little extra federal boost on the unemployment or something that's similar to the stimmy check.
Yeah. We do have to start finding each other as a black folks and
And
sticking
then
together on
it's
some of the
also-
business aspects because it pays.
It also is a percentage of motherfuckers that took that money and started their own shit.
Yeah.
Like myself.
Right.
I started the t-shirt shit
That's the best way to do it.
with the stimmy
Work
money.
hard at what you can do. Get what you can on the game.
I paid my bills.
Keep your head on aim. You know, whatever you doing, stick with it.
With my stimulus money, I paid bills up, made sure my mortgage was paid, made sure my water was paid.
There's times it's gonna get a
And
little rougher.
and when it got
You can always
when
keep
I
our
had
head
when
out,
I
'cause-
saw that it was a little surplus, started buying equipment because I didn't know how long I was gonna be in the house.
Right.
So it was like if I can't go to work, I'm gonna have to create work. And then with me painting, well nobody let me go into their house to paint at first. You know what I'm saying? So painting was dead. You
Right,
dig what I'm
had
saying? So
kinda
I
got
had to
into
get
that.
creative.
You did a good job in my dining room. I give you the props for that. Cause
And that
I even had a line kind of neat fade in
upstairs.
that was missing a piece, and you made it look very
And I
professional.
freehanded that.
You did a very professional
And
line there.
And your upstairs corridor.
Yeah, the corner was
Had to do
very,
some
very
drywall,
right. I like
patchwork
that.
shit
Yeah,
too.
Yeah,
Got this
Got
together.
a hold. He did get me together. I look a lot brighter. We're gonna have to
The
continue
bathroom
that
is
work
next,
some more.
man.
Yeah, we got some more work to do in that boy.
No doubt.
I'm always updating and remodeling. You know, I like to keep a bright spot, and even when it's dark, it's gonna look pretty.
Right. Next time I'm come over by your house, I'm gonna take some photos and send them to my cousin for that drywall job that you did in that living room.
Yeah, I can use that little
But
one
yeah,
spot.
if anybody needs something painted, let me know. I'll be right there, Johnny, on the spot.
Yes, yeah, he do good work.
And if the job big enough, I'll bring my sons. We all eat. Hey man, I know that they calling him a rat and all that because he told and snitched and all them shit. But hey, Ace Boogie said everybody eat.
Call who a rat?
Elpo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know you got killed.
Yeah.
Supposedly got killed.
Got killed in D.C.
For rat.
No, I thought he was in New York.
No, yeah. He did get killed in Harlem.
Yeah,
He got killed in Harlem.
New York because he was supposed to be in Maine.
Actually, no, I'm wrong. That's not Ace Boogie's character. That was Cam's character.
Yeah,
That was Rico.
Right.
Alpo was Rico.
Right. Alpo.
He is actually supposed to be in Maine in fucking witness protection.
Man, because he came home and he was like, when I come home, I'm still going to be king. Yeah.
That nigga been out for a while. He was out in these streets for a while before they tightened him up.
Mm-hmm.
With the gangland, huh?
Again,
Organizations.
What he said is a fundamental fact. Everybody want to be the man just cause.
Yeah, that's true. That's a deep detail.
He's supposed to have 14 bodies on him.
What's happening, Kermie?
He was
Because he
supposed
lit Cal up.
to be responsible for 14 bodies. You know what I'm saying? They directing the hits, putting hits on it.
And Mitch character. Because
I ain't watched none of the BMF stuff
he
yet.
killed
I
Mitch.
know them boys who's out here making it. Moves and hot moves.
This morning I was at Uncle Arthur House doing some touch-up paint work at Auntie Rebecca's house. And I was kicking it with Uncle Arthur for a little bit. He was watching BMF. And the niggas who they rivaling in there is the niggas that's YBI. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, I know about them niggas.
Yeah,
Lamar crazy.
I know about them niggas.
Lamar crazy. That nigga Lamar boy, he trying to kill one of them. He tried to kill both of their ass, really, and fucking take their sister.
The nigga said something. The nigga said, what, nigga? Walked up on that nigga. He said, nigga, you got me fucked up, nigga. I got the... Nigga said, nigga, you think I ain't got no gun, nigga? You think that gun gonna scare me? He was like, you mean guns? Nigga, the whole squad pulled out on his ass. He was like, yeah, nigga, you got some disgruntled employees, nigga.
Yeah.
You gonna have to rectify that or one of these niggas gonna do your ass. With no problem.
Lamar from E-Course.
Ain't no love in these streets, nigga. I learned that shit a long time ago. Ain't no love in these streets.
It could be a little harsh.
Then he killed this man, the only man
that
had his back.
Especially when it come down to the business aspect. Everybody want to be on the lead side of the table. Too many chiefs and
then Lamar killed his. And then he killed
but that
this
just
man
said though.
that had his back.
Indians gotta know, nigga. You an Indian. You ain't no chief. You an Indian. Nigga, play your part.
Right, that's being a hard worker at what you do and enjoy what you do.
Just knowing your lane.
You're an
nigga.
average person. I feel like I'm a very average person, you know.
Or
I can do above average things, but I'm still an average person.
If you feel like you ready for the next level and you want to be a chief,
if I ever want
carve
to
your own lane.
I better have a bag
you can carve your own lane
one person
without shitting on me. If you don't like how I'm rocking, and you know what I'm saying, get creative, carve your own lane. It can still be peace between us. You get your money, not get mine. And then ain't nobody gotta die. Want to be an Indian? Go be an Indian.
Oh, that's how the BMF thing was looking. They was blowing each other brains out.
I mean, because it's
doing it.
That's the problem.
Because they fight over turf. Because
It's
it's a turf war. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, Meech is aspiring to be the kingpin of Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Because he noticed that his OG is, you know what I'm saying, he not falling off, but he can't keep up with what he can produce. So he like, shit, nigga, I'm ready to carve my own lane. I'm about to buy
Plus
these
he
from
see-
you off the dribble, and I'm gonna be buying for you strictly. You
Plus
know
he
what I'm
see-
saying? But that nigga ain't
plus he
have it
see-
like that.
Plus he seen
So
Pat.
he was trying to keep the niggas on consignment.
Plus he seen Pat getting high off his own supply,
Yeah.
so he like, no, it's got to be somebody new.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's got to be somebody new running this shit.
Mhm.
That don't do it.
He getting high off his own. Well, Ace.
Yeah, nigga play Ace. Like, look, that nigga is the best, dog. He done played
Played all the big time.
all the avenues. He done been.
Hey, that shit was funny when them niggas was in the titty bar, and they was talking about getting Pat his money. And this nigga Pat popped up from behind them niggas. He's like, "Oh, so this is why y'all motherfuckers can't pay my money? Y'all over here with this old nasty ass strippers?
Gambler.
Give me my goddamn money." And walked up out of that bitch. He said, "Man, where the fuck
He
did
was
you come from?"
spoon-feeding
He's like,
them
"I
niggas,
don't
though."
know."
because he had that habit.
Probably
And he, you know what I'm
backroom
saying? He
fan
wasn't getting it
owner
like that.
is,
He was spoon feeding them
owner's
niggas. But
collaboration.
Meech was taking. He was his clientele was super exceeding.
That nigga Meech
what
said,
he
"Man."
was getting.
Yeah, he had a lot of people.
He said,
that
"Man,
work
where the fuck he come from?" He said, "I
They
don't
own
know."
shit, right?
That
They
nigga
own
came out of
stuff.
nowhere,
I just
man.
know.
Hell yeah, that's it live.
All I knew about was car washes.
But that
they
shit just
owned
like Power,
and
man.
Families.
It
that
got the same format
had
as Power
stuff.
to me.
Right.
They
They gave me the first idea that
that
detail shop on wheels. Go ahead.
I mean, even though 50 got a part in it and all that shit, it's different from.
I had, you know, I was doing my little mechanic thing
feel
in
like
a pickup
Power.
truck before, you know, working out of a van and
I just don't believe it. I just don't.
contract.
I just know that over half of the shit on the show is made up.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think so.
And I wouldn't say
Like what?
made up. I would just say exaggerated.
That I heard of. You
I
know,
say
they
it was a
didn't
little
have
exaggerated.
The label of BMF
I
on
say
it.
a lot of it is.
But
They
I
had
would-
everybody had different names.
Not really, because nigga talk about Big Beach. Nigga did elevate to kingpin drug lord status.
Well, I
You
mean, that's the
don't
only,
get to that
that's the
status
only-
without
If you look at something like that,
that blueprint.
that is what they want to put it
I
under.
just-
I mean, that's where the
I
big
think they
bucks
taking
have to be
certain
rolling
stories
from.
And
Certain-
exaggerate. Yeah, that's 100 on 10.
Yeah, it's
But-
all the
100 on 10.
drug
Some of that
gang
shit,
thing.
I'm not buying.
Everybody
Like
wanna put it on there.
like when they was like they posted up with the food trucks, and they got all these motherfucking dope dealing ass niggas
They really had them food trucks.
in the motherfucking parking lot on the job. You mean the job ain't gonna have the motherfucking police to tell me y'all can't be out here fucking loitering like this?
He said they really had them food trucks.
They really had them food trucks. I remember they had it's like a mechanic detail / shampoo vacuum van on the street. They was riding around fixing people's stuff up, you know, cleaning your interior and washing
Remember
your
the-
car.
remember the mobile
They
pool?
had a bunch of them boys.
You remember the mobile pool?
Yeah.
That shit used to be
Oh, you
fun.
talking about the city's mobile pool?
Yeah. That
Yeah, I
shit used to be
remember that.
fun. You used to come on the block, post up on the block, and all the kids.
That
just-
was fun.
Yeah, I remember.
Jump in the
What
back
they
of
call
that bitch.
Hell yeah. It was a RV.
Big old tablets thrown in there.
They used to pull up with a
Chlorine
big ass
tablets.
RV filled with water, nigga.
Garbage can dumpster.
And we getting that bitch up a good old time.
Yeah,
E. coli and all type of shit in them goddamn
The
bins.
swim mobile.
Nah. Good childhood.
Oh,
Good
swim
childhood.
mobile.
Like, see, nigga, I been Babylon the most out of my childhood. Because that was actually the point. Get on the Babylon boat, hit that island, have some fun,
Have some fun.
and make sure you get back to the motherfucking boat on time, or y'all better
Trying to
be
rock
left
the
on
big
that
boat.
boat. You
Everybody
be left on
trying to
that
rock the
island.
boat. You go with the crew, everybody be trying to rock the boat, running back and forth.
But shit, now it's just the old princess. Now it's the princess boat renovated. The princess boat is the old Babylon boat.
No, they
They
them
got
big old
it's
boats
only
is out of
only
there.
2 Bablo boats.
Mike,
Them big
I'm
old
telling
boats
you,
out of there. Then there was
Telling
a
you.
little
Columbia
yacht.
caught on
No,
fire.
there was
Mike.
a yacht type
It
boat.
say
Mike.
Claire caught on fire.
Mike, I'm telling you,
Yeah, you know.
Mike, I'm telling you, the old
The
Buffalo
Columbia
boat.
and the St. Clair. I remember that shit.
I'm gonna look it up and verify.
It's
But
not
I'm telling you, the
no,
old
it's not.
Buffalo boat
No, it's not.
is the Princess
That's a-
boat
that's a
that's
different
been
boat.
renovated.
It's not.
I'm telling
It's
you.
not.
That's
Telling
a
you.
different boat.
That is
Telling you.
totally not it.
That is
All
not
right,
the
I'm gonna look
Pablo
it up
boat. It
at
was
the
only
show.
two.
That was never the Pablo boat.
Yeah, it was only two. The Columbia, that bitch just caught on fire a few years ago. That bitch sitting in the harbor somewhere, it's still floating, but that bitch just burnt the fuck up. And I think they sold the St. Clair. They sold the St. Clair to somebody in fucking New York, and they renovated that bitch.
Well, I'm telling you, I'm Google them shits. Watch. But
Them was the days getting on the Babalo boat.
Come back on the last boat was the live boat, the 11 o'clock
it
boat.
was a late night boat.
Yeah, come back on that bitch. That bitch,
Fucking you was young and that boy getting
that bitch
freaky.
used to be bumping on the way back too.
that shit should be live.
So hey, Mike.
Kids talking about where the kids at.
I feel bad for our kids. Our kids don't have the type of shit that you know.
They
what
got
I'm saying?
more. They got more than what we can.
I mean, what technology wise, yeah.
But that got them at a disadvantage.
But that technology
They do,
can
because
take your mind,
they are
boy.
out
They're
of
not
tune
using
with
their imagination.
nature.
Some of the
They
shit
not,
they
using
have,
imagination.
they not using a regular imagination because nowadays everything they kind of coming up with this feeling that right.
But hey, Michael,
I can't hear myself.
Hey,
like always, any final thoughts for today's episode? As always, ask you got any final thoughts?
Be safe,
yeah,
everybody.
everybody holler at Mr. Pulley. Need your car fixed.
Drive carefully. Drive like
He do
you don't
everything
want to
but
fix
electrical.
nothing. So
goddamn.
drive
And
it
welding.
slow.
He don't do welding
Don't.
either.
No welding.
I do welding, but I don't have the welding equipment and shit. I need a car lift to
Right.
do my welding.
Need your car fixed. Holler at Mr. Pulley.
Yeah.
Sponsors, friends, mechanics, anybody that want to do the same thing. It's open opportunity.
That's Mario Pulley on Facebook.
I do work with you. We can work together. Let's get it.
Yeah, let's make this
Build a
money.
better society. Work hard at everything we do. If times get too rough, I'm gonna go get me a job.
And like I always
I'll work
say,
2 jobs if I had to.
Hey,
if
shit.
the mechanic
Hey,
thing don't
you
pan
need to
out,
get on that
I
Amazon.
might have to hang out. I ain't going another week like that. You
No,
gotta
no,
put me
no.
on hard labor.
No.
See, I still
Listen,
like hard
No,
labor.
listen. You can do what you did when you worked at Comcast. They got a plethora
there's
of
a ton of
goddamn
work out
vans
here on
out
the
here
mechanic
floating
side.
around, jumping on packages. They need oil changes and motherfucking tune-ups and hub bearings and all them shit. So, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of different shops that can use your expertise. You ain't got to get a regular 9 to 5. You can stay in your field.
Uncle Kenny used to be the mechanic for Blue Eagle.
Yes, he did.
Hell
Kept
yeah.
Blue Eagle on these streets.
Yes, he
Hell
did.
yeah.
Cab company. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Dang. That's what kind of inspired me a little bit.
Go
Yeah.
to
You know, I
one of
didn't
these
learn
motherfucking
much from
dealerships.
it, but me looking and seeing every time we went to go see him,
Be a mechanic in one of these
he was
dealerships.
always painting and doing body work and fixing engines and putting brake lines on. And it's the era of the brake line.
My
Stop
final
slow,
thought.
don't slam hard.
My final
And you
thought
know
is-
what's another, before we end this, the pet peeve of mine with the city? Time them lights out like you do the rest of the suburbs so we can save our streets and save our, cars, brake systems, and suspensions. Every light don't have to be timed out to stop each time you pull off. There's lights here within less than a quarter mile from each other, and them lights will stop you at every light on a busy main street.
Yeah.
So let's try to get that in order. I'm not sure if that's the city DMV or who does that, MDOT.
We'll
Programs them
That would probably
things.
be-
We'll have to look that up.
That would be
That
MDOT.
program system is off, and you drive up out of here, it's a smooth flow, and they grounds are a lot better because everybody's not slamming on brakes, pounding the ground. So give us a little leeway on that time on the lights too.
See, that's some high science into, you know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
that's black
The-
science.
No. That's some
Because
high science
we-
into the
We are
contribution
number
to.
one known to be the
Grand
most
River.
crowded drive-through
No,
city
hold on,
hold on.
of all.
Let me articulate. I'm saying
That's
that's
you
a.
take Schaefer pretty much down. I mean, we take Grand River from Schaefer pretty much, make all the lights. It probably won't stop till you get to Motor City.
On Grand River, not
Yeah.
all Grand River.
Oh, yeah, Grand
Nah,
River.
once you get to 96 in Grand River, it might catch a little
From there,
flow for a little while.
all the way on
But
down.
you're gonna be breaking the limit somewhere in there. You're
I
gonna be
was
breaking the
saying-
speed limit. You
I used to
cannot
drive-
cruise it out to
drive
35 like the
downtown.
miles
I
are.
was
not
saying
yet.
that's a
You're
high
gonna stop
science.
at almost 6 of those 10 lights from Southfield to downtown.
That's a high
No, I ain't
science
talking about
into
Southfield.
the contribution to
I mean, not
a
Southfield,
pothole
96.
situation.
From like Schaefer
Schaefer 96 on Grand River all the way through to
No, you-
downtown. You're gonna stop at least 6
You gonna
out
stop
of 10.
at you gonna stop at the
You're
Boulevard.
gonna stop at
You gonna stop at the Boulevard. That light
You're gonna
always
stop
catch
at Joy Road. That one's scheduled. The light at
Joy
the
Road. probably.
Livernois light is gonna
Boulevard.
stop you. You might luck up and get the 96, the other
Never know.
end down there. Yeah, by Oakman. You luck up and get Oakman sometime at the flow down there. Yeah, almost every light will stop you,
Mhm.
especially if you coming from Telegraph. Once you cross
Oh,
Redford,
man.
I mean, I drove from Livonia straight down through Redford to Detroit without a non-stop road. Just rolling. I had to keep looking down at the
Now,
miles. Like,
Telegraph,
let me
you
check the miles.
You can pretty much
Am I
make
going
every
too
light at
fast?
Telegraph. If you time it
Yeah,
right,
if
you
you,
can make
if
every
you
light
make
at
that
Telegraph.
right turn at the
Going
right
down
time, you can
Telegraph.
straight through. But you'll never catch that in the city. Never. Without breaking the speed. Y'all have a good one. Be safe out here. We love y'all.
True indeed. See
I
you
see
guys
safe.
next
turn
week.
soon. I like
Same
what you got
time,
going on, cuz.
same channel,
I'm with it.
same
Y'all be
shit.
good. Peace. That's what's up.
Theme song. Theme song.
It should be playing, but it's not.
Get the program. Get the program. Get the program.
Good look,
Get the
man.
program. Get the program.
What time is it?
7-11. That's the winning number right there.
Time is right here.
Winning numbers. 7.
Right there. Yes, boy.
Is that some gas?